welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix the Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so there is a new pull request opened by Baptista. That's his third open pull request already. So he added imgui for Linux and Apple. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, Pragma ones shouldn't be here. Yeah. Yeah. What's up with these guys here? Print F. F print F. File. F print F. Yeah, okay. Okay, before we look into this, CMake. Okay, a building, install, blah, open projects, select the build configuration, debug release, build solution, yeah, whatever, usage. This command line is quickly out. This command line text runs risk of being outdated. Perhaps we just mention to view the help text. revision is outdated. Perhaps do not mention it. Okay, the rest I don't really care. If not Windows, find package, Apple, fetch content. Is is this fetched on Windows? If yes, is that necessary? Windows. Yeah, this looks fair. IMGUI Unix. Is this happening? Is this in Windows? Should this be in Windows? Well, should this be excluded from Windows? Where is this IMGUI Win32 thingy? Here. Worked here app, blah blah. What is this? It's a Docker file. Okay, I don't care. I don't even know what that is. I heard about Docker, but I never used it. I don't know. IMGUI CMake, IMGUI Dia. What is this? IMGUI Dia already existed. Sets current third party IMGUI. Okay. I see. Okay, IMGUI sources, blah blah. Okay, headers, blah blah. Head library IMGUI Win32. Okay, here. IMGUI sources and this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as long as it compiles on Windows, I'm fine with it. C string. Why is this here? What does this do? imconfig.h. Okay. Oh, I don't understand why is this being removed? I wonder how non-Windows works without this then. Well, let me see. What happens if we remove this? Yeah, we get an error. Okay, we get an unrelated error. Oh, maybe we don't need that anymore. Looks like we do not need this anymore. I tested on Windows. Perhaps just remove it. No need to test. Yeah, guess. Yeah. What is this here? Why was this removed? GUI error. GUI not implemented. So this GLFW is for all platforms? This works on all platforms. Initialized. It does a better job here at creating some functions. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Yep. Fine, fine. Where is this here included now? I still don't see it. Maybe here? Shit. Here? Huh? No. Target link libraries. Where is this linked now? Maybe here? But why is this private? Should it? I don't understand. . Hmm. Yeah, okay, but as long as it works, I guess it's fine. I don't know, I don't fully understand the new CMake setup, but I guess it's fine. Good. Let's add those comments. Submit review. Copy. There it is. Good. Then let's get back to our code here. Okay, so MGUI app. Let's get this back. Okay, so we are interested in finishing what we have started here. Okay. So set name function analyzed, get analyzed function count, get analyzed functions. So we need to reuse the same kind of functionality for the comparison descriptor for the matched functions. I do wonder if we can maybe have one structure that provides this functionality and then we use it for both. Okay, let's try to draft it here. Struct analyzed state, or yeah, analyzed state. So we will have a function. We do yeah, let's do with indexes first. Get items to analyze. Items. So make it private. And then we take these guys. Set analyzed items. Get analyzed item count and get analyzed items. Get items to analyze. Set analyzed items. Get analyzed item count. Get analyzed items. Okay, this makes sense. Then we do analyzed items, analyzed analyzed items, analyzed item states. Vector booleans for all items that indicates whether that item has been analyzed. Named items that have been sent to async commands. I'm calling it items because I want to keep it generic. Like, yeah, we should probably also have a template, type name, item, which will be our index. So we do const item, set analyzed items. Probably should do const item. Item. Item is expected to be a primitive type. Okay. So maybe we move this guy up here. Maybe we put it here maybe. Okay. Then we need to make copies of these functions here. And we put them here at the top. Put them here. And yeah, well, it is a template struct, but it's okay. We put it in a CPP because we only use it in a CPP. Should be okay, I think. Okay, why is this complaining? Does it have to be like item? Set item analyzed. item. No. Set item analyzed. Get analyzed item count. Items. Get item to analyze. Items. Item. Get analyzed items. Item. Get analyzed item count. Items. Get items to analyze. Okay, this seems to be fine. Maybe. Items that have been sent to async commands, vector booleans for items that indicates whether that item has been vector booleans for all items that indicate indicates whether an item has been analyzed. Maybe we should even have it more generic, not analyzed. Let's call this async state. Async state. Item async state. Get items to get items. Get items for async processing. Set item. Get items. Set item processed. Set item processed. Get processed item counts. Get processed items. Yeah, maybe we do it like this. Items that have been processed. Vector booleans for all items that indicate whether vector of booleans for all items that indicate that vector of booleans for all items to tell which have been processed. Vector of booleans for all items to tell which which ones have been processed. Okay. Item is expected to be a primitive type. Okay, is that fair? I think so. Here we need to make some additional changes. So here we have processed items. Well, let's... Yeah, processed items is fine. So processed... We also need to have an init function. Void init size t reserve. And there we need to say processed items dot reserve. Let's call this reserved size. Well, let's say items count. Max items count. And here processed item states. Dot resize max item count false done. Okay, and then I think that's it for now. And then we take this guy async state. Maybe we call this process state. Not async state, processed states. Helper struct to keep track of items that are scheduled to be processed just once. Helper struct to keep track of items that are scheduled to be processed just once. Okay, and then we take this guy and we comment all these guys, and we comment this, and instead we put here name functions, process state, index t, processed named functions. Okay. Processed named functions. Processed named function. Yeah, I think that's fair. And here we say comparison descriptor. We comment out these guys. And we say processed matched functions. Yeah. Processed matched functions. Okay. Now we need to initialize that garbage. And we need to comment out this here. Yeah. Okay. So here we have a name function. Okay, so what we need to do here is comparison descriptor. Comparison descriptor. Processed matched functions dot init matched functions count. Then we remove this here. And here we do the same thing. Revision descriptor. Processed named functions dot init named function count. There we go. And then we remove these two and done. Okay, good. Then named function indices. Do we have any index t left here? Yeah, we do. We need to change that in item. Yeah, we need to make some more fixes here. Processed item states, here states. Items, item, set item processed, and okay. Processed items begin and blah blah. Okay, processed items, blah blah blah. Okay, this looks promising. Let's go down here. So update selected function, update selected matched functions. And here we need to call file dot processed what? File dot oh. Revision descriptor process name functions and get items for processing. Dots. Okay, well, that's a mouthful. Yeah. Okay, and then here we would also get matched functions indices. Matched function indices. Descriptor dot processed matched functions get items for processing. Descriptor dot selected matched function indices. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And so now we should have all the ingredients to then also call analyze matches async, but we still have to keep it commented because I need to figure this out. So let's put it to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if that compiles. It does. Okay, let's clean up what we currently have. I almost said what we currently hate. Good. So we delete this, and that, this, selected, processed. Yeah. Maybe we say process state. Indices, name it function indices stores indices to named functions that have been processed already. Stores. Then we do the same here. Stores indices to matched functions that have been processed already. That have been async processed. Functions that have been async processed. Okay, let's delete this guy. Yeah. Okay, we need to clean up this as well here. Here. And here. And here. How big is this file already? We are approaching 3,000 lines. It's a big class. Stores. Maybe call it stores match function that have been async processed already. Links to matched functions. Stores name function links to named functions. Good. I think this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So basically, we can always throw a new list of indices at these things. And it will tell us which indices still need to be processed from this, right? So eventually, like you select a range again in the UI and everything is already processed, then this would return, if we call this function here, get items for processing, eventually it would return an empty list. And then you know, okay, there's nothing to do. And no, just do nothing. Okay. How about we test that? Let's put a breakpoint here. Yeah. Before we debug, let's have one more look over the code to see if we see any obvious errors, issues. And that comparison, I think. Yeah. On that note here, process state. In theory, we could also have a SCD array here. No, we can't. No, I think this is the easiest. Yeah. But here, set item processed. Processed item. Here, what we should probably do is assert index. Oh, I just realized. Set item process. Ew. Well, it only really works with indices. It doesn't work with anything else. If we would pass, if item was a pointer, this wouldn't work. So process state. Maybe this item should be a index type. Get items for processing, index type. Yeah. Yeah. Let's put an index type here. Well, I mean, might as well just not make it templates and just use index t then. Index indices. Okay. Index t. Right, we need to remove this. Okay. Assert index smaller than processed item states dot size. Well, if we check this, then this. If we check this, then this will be implicit, right? I think so. And this one also. I think these guys can also never hit, if I'm not mistaken. It's never expected to reallocate, no? Index. I mean, this asserts clearly can never hit because of this here. So that's bonkers. And I think this one is implicit with this one, right? Because if there was never, if this never hit, then we never grew above, right? I think this is covered. Index t, ta, 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 ta. Index Okay, anything else? Index. Help us structure keep track of items that are scheduled to be processed just once. Yeah. Good. Let's see if that compiles. It does not. Good. What do we have here? Ah, of course. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see if that works. Would be great. Compare. Okay. On functions interaction. Wait, did we already select the function? We did not. Oh. Ah, wait. I think it's called because it selects a bundle. Yeah. So it will already do something because we have a bundle selected. Huh. Well, that's a bit unpleasant because it means that on the right side where we have the game loaded, it by default has the single bundle selected, which has all the functions selected. Ah, but we don't have functions selected. So I think here what will happen is, let's see, selected functions probably will be 0. Yeah, 0, name functions, yeah, okay. So we have 0. Let's see what happens here with 0. Jesus. Items 0, begin 0, end 0, begin, yeah, and is smaller than this, yeah, and data. Okay, so this will be an empty span. Size 0, yeah. Update selected matched functions. Selected matched. Reserved files. Files. Reserved 0. Reserved match infos. Okay. Shrink to fit. Okay. And then this one will also be 0, and that's it. Okay. And it's called again. Ah, for both sides. Yeah. For this side as well. Okay. But it doesn't do anything. So it's harmless. That's good. Yeah, because we don't have a selection. We do have a default selection here with a bundle, but that's fair. Okay, now we have another selection, and it goes in here, but we have 0 function selected, so nothing happens. Yeah. Okay, now let's click here, and now we should have 1 function selected. Let's see. There, size 1. Yeah. And we got an error. Okay. Index. Oh, what do we pass there? Oh. Still got some garbage here. I see. We did a rookie mistake here. We need to pass is matched index. Yeah. matched index. Maybe do const match info match info is matched index. Okay, then we do the same here. Match info 1, match info this and this dot matched index. There we go. Okay, yeah, simple mistake. Let's see. Compare. Okay, 1, 2, let's go. Okay, let's select a single bundle and let's click here. And now we have file, blah. So selected function indices is 1 and number 2. Yeah. And now if we go in here, begin, get processed item count should be 0. Yes. Items. Items we have 1. Set item processed. Yeah. Yeah. Push back. Yeah. Index 2 is set to true, and these are all false. Yeah, okay, this looks good. And then we have end is 1, so we get a range begin to 1. And we get this span, looks good, size 1, it contains number 2. Then we have here, select match function indices is 1, and then we should do the same here, and we now have here size 1. Very nice, very nice. Wait. Well, let's hope it's correct index. Let's do Control A now. Select all. Let's see. So file, selected functions is now 3, 4, 5. All the functions are selected. Great. Then named function indices. It should be now 2. How much was it? 3, 4, 5. So we should have 3, 4, 4 named function indices that need processing. Yes, we do. 3, 4, 4. Good. And then update selected matched functions. Probably 90 or so, right? Something like this. Let's see. Reserved 3, 4, 5. Three, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Match infos. Matched index 0. Matched index 0. Is matched, push back. Okay. Okay, let's press Shift F11. Okay. So now we have selected match function indices 91. Yeah, this makes sense. 91. Yeah, so that means our matched function indices should be 90 now. 91 minus 1. And it is size 90. Okay, this looks like it works correctly. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Okay, cool. Then this is fully functional. This is very hard to read though. Can we break this up and make it easier to look at? Uh, um, it's so long. I don't know. Maybe we can say const process state process name functions equals this. Well, it's still a little bit hard to look at. Um, I don't know. It's mainly the formatting that makes it so hard to look at. Okay, let's just leave it for now. Okay, and we need to hmm. Okay. Good. So we did get quite a bit of stuff done, but there is some more needed. Chain to last, chain callback. I think we don't need this init anymore. So probably remove it at some point again. Yeah. I think we should simplify this here. Make it name functions.size. Then remove this. Same here. Dot size. Then we remove this and this. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, so far so good. Okay, it's not a whole lot of code that we have added, but it took us 5 or so hours altogether, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but I'm happy with this. Then next step is we need to think about how to kick off now the async commands. So we need to do two things. We need to load we need to process the functions, and then when the functions are done, then we need to process the matched functions, the comparison. But we can only do this if the selected functions have been processed. Well, matched functions. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think that's fine. Okay, the question is, how do we chain this then? So I would like to have analyze functions and analyze matches to be decoupled. Maybe we should, hold on, build name functions, analyze named functions async, and analyze matched functions async. Analyze matched functions. Nice name. Init comparison. Load an init comparison. Analyze matched functions async. Analyze matched functions async. Okay, I just realized we are missing something now. We are missing. If we select, hold on, here in this function. Yeah, we're missing something here. We cannot just do so this is just named function indices for one side, for one file, but we also need it for the other side that has the matched functions on the other side, the other file. Oof. Oof. maybe, oops, maybe the function to analyze here, this one, it should be self-contained, so that if we call this, then it also runs the named function async commands to prepare the matched functions async commands. Yeah, so it self-contains. You wouldn't need to manually call this for all the individual thingies, because this one, the matched function indices, essentially it has knowledge over all the functions that it needs to process. Yeah. So with this, we should be able to implement everything that is necessary to facilitate the matching. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We make it self-contained so that this thing, we run this thing before we run this thing. Yeah, and so then this here goes through all the things that are necessary to build the stuff, and then afterwards it chains the comparison for this as well. And this one only does single functions. Yeah. Okay, this works. Yeah, this works. Okay. I think what we should do then, we should put this here and get items for processing, matched function indices. Yeah, so I'm thinking we put this up here. Put first kick-off processing of matched functions. This will inherently process the included named functions. Second kick-off process. Secondly, kick firstly process matched functions. Secondly, process remaining named functions. These are unmatched. These are unmatched functions that were not already included above. Yeah. And then here we would then analyze matched functions, async descriptor. I don't know why we pass it as pointer, but let's go with it. And this. And here we would pass analyze named functions async. Named functions, yeah. And yeah, so basically inside here, inside this, we also it will also call into this here, into this function. And this means that once we reach this code here, some all the functions that are matched functions will already be processed at this point. So this list eventually will be smaller than what it would have been if we didn't call this. Yeah. Does this make sense? Let's think about it before we commit to this approach. I think it does. Yeah. And this also gives us the flexibility, like we could like just analyze named functions on their own with this. This would also work. So it's not a requirement to analyze matched functions, but you could just like analyze the named functions, so just disassemble them and so on, right? Yeah. Okay, I think this is this makes sense. Yeah, process matched functions. This will inherently process included named functions. This will inherently process included named functions as well. Secondly, process remaining named functions. These are unmatched functions that were not already processed above. This is the yeah. Maybe we put it into scope so that the span does not bleed into the other. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think this is a plan. Want to stop debugging? Yeah. And this looks robust to me. Like from a logical standpoint, it looks robust because there won't be any interdependencies between these two calls. Like they will work in isolation and they will work fine in isolation. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, I think we then first need to implement this guy because the stuff that this guy needs will also be needed in here. Yeah, so we implement this first. Okay, well, that would be quite a bit of work, I think. Quite a bit. Okay. Boah, so many functions. Boah, this file struct is huge. Jesus, so much data in there. Yeah, it's really stateful already, even though it doesn't do all that much. Oh boy. Good. Yeah. What's the time? 1:40. Yeah, I think this is a good time to take a break here. Yeah, I don't want to start now with implementing this. It's too much. Yeah, it's better to do it in the next session freshly. Yeah. Okay, but we have a plan. That's always good to go with a plan into the next session. so that you don't struggle. If you go with a plan into the next session, I figured that it prepares you mentally for the work to do. Plus, it gives you a bit of time to think about maybe something for the next session. Where, as opposed to, like, if you have no plan where you pick up the next session at, then like maybe you go in a little bit unprepared, and then maybe you don't find into the flow as easily. Whereas if you have a rough idea of what to do, then it probably is easier to jump into this, right? By the way, before we quit the session, maybe we can comment out the stuff that we actually didn't end up using before we forget about it. So this stuff, init comparison async. Everything is loaded, initialize. Yeah, we didn't really need that. So let's remove this for now. Yeah. Anything else? No, that seems weird. Okay. Yeah. I think the code is not complicated enough already. We can probably do it more complicated. Yeah. Everything more complicated. No, but actually overall, I think the code is quite maintainable. Like, we have very clear structures. The flow of data overall, I think, is pretty clear. Like, we always go cleanly from one step to another without doing too much quirks. Like, there's always a rationale behind transforming our data. There's good purpose. Yeah. I think so. Well, there's always ways to do things better in the end, but yeah, I think so far it looks, the flow of information looks good. As long as it's maintainable long term, it's all fine. Yeah. And so far we have been progressing well. Good. All right, then next session we implement this guy. See how far we get. And then once that is done, we can do this. And then once we have that, then all the function info is built, and then we can actually show this stuff in the UI. Yeah, so there's still a lot of work to do. Yeah, I expect it will take probably 2 more weeks, maybe longer, maybe less, I don't know. Around 2 weeks, probably a good time to revisit and see where we are. Yeah. Good. Yeah, then I will end it here at this point. Then I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.